Rhombus 19 is a poetry and performance ensemble. I describe it sometimes as it's a kind of glee club for the avant-garde. We do experimental translations, we do imaginary languages, we do translations of visual concrete poems that we render in dramatic and oral form. We do various kinds of experimental language-based, sound-based, performance-based poetry.
Son of the column, go get us.
I don't know, something that attracted me to Rhombus was just how weird it is. You know, people are social beings, they adopt certain conventions, social conventions, you know, to commune together. And some of those social conventions can be a little oppressive sometimes, especially in an institution that's often a little hoity-toity like a university. You know, it's very organized, it's very strict, it's very regimented. You know, we're all people, we're all desirous people, you know, with whims and ideas, and we're being told how to express these ideas in a very formal way that maybe might not suit your talent, suit your abilities. Sound can make you do things. Sound is an organizing force, sound can be a disruptive force, and I think that's pretty evident in this group here. I'd say in Rhombus it's very much of a disruptive force. Sound can make you uncomfortable. We do a primal scream at the beginning of every practice. And that pretty much throws all social convention out the window. If you weren't friends before the primal scream, you're friends after the primal scream.
So people often think that Rhombus 19 is a place only for extroverts, but it's quite the opposite. I myself am an introvert, and I always found myself quite comfortable at the workshops. But it was a good opportunity for me to interact with other people. It was a good opportunity for me to push my own boundaries and my own limits at a space that I felt comfortable in. We often think as we grow older, we don't get to play anymore. Like often when I spend time with my nephew, he's always like, oh, like, what do you want to play? What do you want to play? What do you want to play? And it's funny because as adults, we don't think that we get the opportunity to play, but Rhombus is someplace where you get to have fun and be quirky.
Like everyone, I've written my own poetry, I've read lots of poetry, and so the whole sound poetry thing is new and unfamiliar, and it's so unfamiliar that you want to keep doing it. You've explored every other avenue. There's only so many ways to say my heart bleeds red because he left me, that you like want to try something different. And so I think that this group really gives you the opportunity to do something new with a medium that you think you know or that you've gone as deep as you can with. The kind of person who would be drawn to this group would not necessarily find another outlet for their interests otherwise, and so like you end up at this group, there's a whole bunch of different people from different experiences, and then you all end up saying like, oh shit, me too. So that's why, that's what I mean. So you wouldn't necessarily have another place to go with this kind of creative activity, I think, and kind of draws all walks of life together.